Hi folks, welcome back to the Hoard. Let's see, yeah, we're not getting much sun. Today was supposed to be absolutely picture perfect, and we got all these clouds blowing in. I got a lot of stuff outside, so if it begins to rain, it's going to be a bit of torment on me, but such is life. Anyway, you guys are familiar with the Ruttman Minibike project, and this is the engine that's supposed to go on the Ruttman, and you can see it's a Honda GC160, 5 horsepower, nice engine. So that's what I'm going to smash on there. The only problem is I've only started this thing on vapors, on starting fluid or WD-40. I've never started this engine on the carburetor, and before I go through the trouble of mounting it on the frame, I figured I wanted to take a look at the carb, see what kind of shape I'm in. I unscrewed the gas cap, gave it a little tiny sniff, and let's put it this way, from about here you can smell that the carburetor needed to be rebuilt. And let's just quickly go through that. The steps I went through, and these are already loose because I got to do this whole thing one-handed and do the camera with the other, but you know, take the top of the air cleaner off, take the air filter out, not hard. To get the gas tank loose, there are two bolts and a nut on the bottom, right? You guys can see the nut on the bottom, right? And obviously you have to unplug the gas tank from here. When I undid the bottom hose, there was this thing stuck in the tank like that, and this is the fuel filter. You guys can tell by the nasty, watery, horrible stuff there that once again this needs to be cleared. So now you're kind of looking at this mess going, what do I do now? Well, honestly, there's only 2 bolts and the whole thing comes off, right? 1, 2. I like taking them completely out of there because it makes it easier to just way of doing things with one hand. Anyway, 1, 2, that allows this to come off. Now, to take this guy off, this was up against here like this. The carburetor was up against it, and you just have to, you know, tilt the carburetor and take that off and take the spring off. Piece of cake. So now the carburetor is loose and sitting there, and you can see all kinds of nasty stuff dripping off of it. All you have to do is take the bottom bolt off, and once again I pre-loosen these. Not bad for a left-handed carburetor rebuild. And the nice thing is there's no crispy critters in there. It's not full of white powder. It's just stale gas. And if I had to guess, I think they had some kind of preservative in with this fuel. So you pull the little pin out. Right. Don't lose anything, because as soon as you lose something, you're kind of messed up. When you lift this out, be super careful, because you see that little pin on the bottom there. Once again, you don't want to lose that either. Okay, I have one more thing I'm going to take out, and I can't do it one-handed. I'm going to unscrew that. That's the jet in there, and they have this jet on here. My problem is it's only meant to go part way back and forth. So I have one of two choices. I can either take this extra little piece off and spin it completely out, right? Or I can leave it in there and attempt to blow fluid all around it. I'm going to take this hose off and blow some fluid through the fuel pump to clean it all up. So, what's left on this rebuild? What's left is unscrewing that, making sure all the holes are clear, and then basically blowing carburetor cleaning fluid through all the holes in the carburetor. I mean, down in there, all of them, including like that guy. If you're not sure, spray through it. Yeah, I don't know. I'm debating whether or not I should. I mean, you see my problem. If I take it to get that out, I gotta basically get this extra little piece of metal off of here. I think I'm gonna, it looks like most of this is pretty liquid, so with the solvent and the carb cleaner, I think I'm gonna be able to get it clean enough without without having to do drastic steps and take it apart. They also sell these carburetors. I mean, they're eBay items. They're probably $20-25 for the clone model. This is actually a good one. I saw a Kevin written on it somewhere. Yeah, there it is. So I'm going to try to get this OEM model back to life. I mean, the other thing somebody could do with this is you can say, you know, to heck with this carburetor. Make yourself a mount. You know, smash one of these guys on there. Obviously the choke needs to be changed a little bit. The spacing's a little less than this. Probably have to go down another size, because this is quite a bit bigger than that guy. So this probably uses the little one. But one could also smash one of those on, get the RPMs high enough that you can blow the engine up. You know, get screaming down the driveway at 45 miles per hour, then lose it. Alright, so once again, I'm going to take that out, blow solvent through all the passages. I'm going to basically then do the reverse of what I've showed you. I'm going to put it all back together again, and it should fire right up. Normally I'm pretty good with carburetors. They normally tend to agree with me. So we'll smash it all back together again and get it fired up, and we'll see how she does. Anyway, folks, I want to thank you all for watching and commenting and subscribing. Remember to keep your feet down, keep your heads up, and please get out there and enjoy all your days. Bye now, folks.